Kia ora, hello, harimai, welcome to the channel. Apologies again. A month ago I made a video about apologising for not being on for a long time and saying after that video that I was going to be on a lot more regular. Well, I haven't been. This is another month has gone by and here I am back again making a video at an ungodly time of almost 11:30 p.m. at night, which is crazy. It's much better to make them in the morning at about this time when you're all fresh and wide awake. But there it is. I just sort of I do it now. Otherwise, I'll never do it. There'll be a myriad of reasons, including my ADHD, and I'll procrastinate. So I thought, let's just do it and let's get it up and running. So that's what I'm going to do, and maybe I'll do another one tomorrow. Who knows? And I'm also doing this on a very old iPhone. Both my iPhones are old, but this is an old 10. Yeah, what are we up to now? About the 17, number 17 or something? Or maybe more than that, I don't know. My newer iPhone, the 13, is full up. I'm having problems clearing it, because where I'm downloading it to is, it's playing up. It's a long story. It's playing up because I haven't updated it and I cannot download it to my Mac. But I haven't had the time to clear space and do that. There's a myriad of other reasons. But here I am working with whatever I've got. Don't let the technology hold you back or whatever. Just work with what you've got. Is always a good way. I'll work with what's in front of you, you know. Make the best of it. Something's better than nothing. And the more I do this, hopefully the better I'll get at it. I imagine, like anything in life. So here I am. I'm going to start this off with a bit of a gig guide. I was going to do it just for tomorrow night, which is Thursday, in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, aka Wellington. I may do Friday as well, I'm not sure. But tomorrow night, Thursday the 30th of April, here in the capital, Porniki, Te Whanganui-a-Tara, or aka Wellington, whatever you want to refer to it as. First up, I'm excited about a gig at that Capital Blues, the capital city's blues club is putting on, and the band is calling themselves the Capital Blues All Stars, because it's a band put together of top Wellington musicians who aren't necessarily just blues musicians. Some of them play in the jazz, soul, R&B, funk, crossover, all sorts of styles. But these are some very good musicians and very well known, not just in Wellington, but some throughout the country. So they're playing tomorrow night at Lynot's Irish Bar, which I don't know where that is. Now, it's a new venue for, I haven't looked it up yet. It's a new venue for the Blues Club. They were using another place called Thunder Road, which I never got to as well, ever since they sort of got the boot from Jack Hackett's for some crazy reason. The pub then wanted to refurbish, and they didn't think it was reviable having it, and they wanted to revert to whatever, karaoke or I don't know. There's quite a few reasons, but basically they redid the bar and it's now called the Gibbons Bar, which still has bands there, but kind of different from what it was, let's just say that. Anyway, so the Capital Blues All Stars comprises of Lisa Tomlins, the amazing Lisa Tomlins on lead vocals, Nick Granville on guitar, Richard Teone on drums. We've got, who else have we got? We've got Elliot Fuimoano on electric bass. We've got Louis Thompson Munn, otherwise known as Louis T, on keyboards. So that's a super all-star lineup there. And if you're a Blues Club member, which I aren't, it'll only cost you $10. But if you're a non-Blues club member, the entrance will be $10. And do I have the start time of that? 7 p.m. it says. It seems quite early. Now, at Meow tomorrow night, we've got music for mutual aid at 7:30 p.m. I don't know much about that. If I look, I've got a couple of gig guide lists here. Let me just look for the other one and just see if there's more info on this. Hang on. Where are we? Thursday. Meow. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Well, actually, this looks like an interesting gig as well. I've just realised who else is playing at this. This is the music for mutual aid. Now, I don't know if this is aid for the floods and that, and it's been in Wellington, or I presume that's what it's for. Now, it's got a good lineup here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the artists of the 5 I know. So I'll just read them out that are appearing. We've got Te Cleaver, Lee Stewart, who's an amazing vocalist, Iris Little, also an amazing vocalist, Tahini Bikini, one of my favourite bands, and Shanazar, which I presume is Shanaz, who I know as Shanaz, the singer, who's also amazing. So that's the lineup at Meow tomorrow night. I don't know what the cover charge is for that. Let's have a look. No, I couldn't tell you. Okay. Now, what else? I probably will just give you the Thursday night for now. Hang on. Have I blown this? No, I haven't blown it. I'm a bit confused because they seem to conflict here, the two different gig guides I've got. Let me just go down here a bit. At the Undercurrent bookshop and music venue, there's somebody called Million Nico, one word, and it just says jazz, R&B and pop. That's at the Undercurrent in Torrey Street. Right. That's mostly it. There's also, hold on. Now this is weird. I've got 2 meows here. The other one's probably Meow-Nui. I'm not sure which is which because I can't follow this. I can't read it too the way I've copied it. Hang on. Let's just leave that for now. So Valhalla in Vivian Street has got Felix Bird with somebody else called Because Robots. I know nothing about that gig. And also at the Rogan Vagabond, we've got Seth Boy, the amazing double bassist Seth Boy. He's at the Rogan Vagabond, and I think that's free entry, but I'm not sure. And at Bedlam and Squalor upstairs, oh, this is weird. It says it's a book launch. So I don't know if the Bedlam and Squalor normally has live music advertised, but all it says is Nick Skeet's book launch. So I don't know what that's about, unless it's the name of a band. I've never known them to have book launches there. Yeah. So a few good ones. My pick would be Capital Blues gig or the one at Meow with Tahiti Bikini, Shaneza, Lee Stewart, Iris Little, etc. God, I'd like to go to both of those. They might, hope they don't conflict in time, but I don't know how I'll work that. But anyway, let's just leave that for now. Also, I want to talk a little bit about musicians, some of the capital's top musicians who have just left or are leaving soon to play in overseas. Let me just find this somewhere here. Have I got it? Have I got it? Thought I did. Maybe not. Maybe not. Thought I copied this. I'm slacking on it. Okay. Let me just find it somewhere else. And this is what happens when you do it late at night. Crazy idea. But anyway, I'm doing it. Well, the amazing saxophone player Louisa Williamson, who's like just incredible. She plays sax and flute, and she's done her own albums. I think she's done 2 albums. She's collaborated with so many people. She's played with LAB and many bands. She's collaborated with hip hop rapper artist Ma, and just all sorts of people. She's just left the country. I think she's gone to the UK, and now my iPhone's playing up. Can you believe it? Oh my God, this is crazy. It won't open. So let's go back to this. So already 12 minutes in, and I've lost my way a bit. See, I'm not very organised, am I? So yeah, they're the gigs for tomorrow night. I won't give you Fridays. That'll be my excuse for doing a video tomorrow, and I'll try and do it in the morning, right? So yeah, maybe, but then tomorrow is Thursday, and I'm giving you the Thursday gig guide now, so maybe I'll talk about something else. But Louisa Williamson has already gone to the UK, and I missed her final gig at the Rogan Vagabond, as I was at another gig somewhere else, and I didn't realise that was her final gig. So all the best, Louisa, an amazing musician. She'll join other, well, I don't know whether she'll join them, but there's other prominent Wellington musicians that left Wellington left Porniki, Wellington, to Whanganui Atara quite a little while ago now. There's Harrison Scholes, the amazing bass player, Sam Notman, the incredible drummer, and Arjuna Oakes, the incredible keyboardist and vocalist. And they Sam and Harrison have been playing with Arjuna Oakes, as well as doing other projects. And Ben Stewart, the Wellington keyboardist, is also over there, and they've been playing with him. And so whether Louisa will hook up with some of them, she knows them all and has played with most of them. Will be interesting to see what happens there. I'm assuming they may get together in some form or another initially. Also, I believe leaving Wellington also soon is the guitarist, more known in the jazz, Lockie. Is it Lockie Bennett? God, this is terrible. I think it's Lockie Bennett. God, I'll shoot myself if I got this wrong. I'm pretty sure his last name's Lockie Bennett. Great jazz guitarist, young guy. He's evidently off overseas, I'm not sure where. And also the amazing keyboardist Ayrton Foote. Now, Ayrton has been away a lot over the last couple of years, mainly doing playing in bands on cruise ships. I've just found out today that he's off again soon. So I'm not sure if this is another cruise ship job or it's something different, because he did say to me that he's sort of almost had enough of cruise ships and he'll probably, that might come to an end soon. So maybe this is one last one, or maybe he's going somewhere else. But hopefully I'll see Ayrton play before he does go. I know he's got a few gigs to fulfill yet. So check these guys out if you haven't already, or you know of them and you didn't realise that they were leaving our shores again soon. I think too, but I may have this wrong, the amazing drummer Sean Anderson, a jazz and full-on metal drummer as well. Sean Anderson is, I'm pretty sure he told me he was going overseas. I haven't seen him for a while. He used to just live down the road from me, but I did see him, and he told me that he'd moved, and that's when he told me that I'm pretty sure he said he's going overseas, but I can't remember where. Is it to the UK? So, they're all, I mean, when you're young and you're a good muser, you might as well go overseas, right? Because you're kind of limited if you don't have many too commitments here, or have family and that sort of thing. You should go. And because you never know, there's lots more opportunities, lots more people, possibly more money, or opportunities to gig more regular, because of just more people, more gigs, more everything. Although people in those countries say, musicians over there say it can be just as tough, if you're not sort of right up somebody very well known. So it is what it is. But all the best to those guys. And what else? What am I going to mention? I don't know. I was going to talk about a couple of new discoveries I've made, or albums that have just come out. And I think I'll just touch on, first of all, a woman I discovered who's been around quite a while, and I didn't know about her. And she's an Afro-American singer who goes by the name of Erica Falls. Now, how I found out about her was I was listening to an interview by, I think it's Cyril Neville, now, two of the Neville brothers have passed away. Definitely Art's passed away. And what's the other one? Pretty sure two of them have passed away. But this is one of the older ones that's still alive. Aaron Neville's still alive. And I'm pretty sure this is Cyril. Anyway, he said a thing. This woman's from New Orleans, where they're all from. And he made a comment in a little interview he was doing recently about this woman, Erica Falls, who I'd never heard of. And he said she doesn't get the recognition she's known. She's the Queen of Soul in New Orleans. And here she is here. This is an album, the last more recent album she put out, and hang on, was it 2025? No, 2024. An album called Emotions, right? This is quite a cool album, and it's quite modern and contemporary. It has got slower soul stuff on it, but it's got some more up-tempo, funky kind of dancey tunes, rocky. There's a particular tune on here I love, which is called Let's Get Down Tonight. That's a brilliant track. I love it. So I went and checked out some of her other stuff, and she's not that young. As I say, she's been around for a while, and I found another album she's done called Homegrown. This is way back in 2018. That's it there, Homegrown. And I don't think I like this overall as much as the 2024 album. However, there's some interesting tracks on there. And there's also, she does a cover of the Fleetwood Mac song dreams but reinvents it in her own kind of tempo and own way, and it's a really interesting cover. And another track that I really like on there, I'm just trying to remember the title of it. Let's see what it is. It's called Don't Stop Your Loving. That's more of a groovy, funky kind of number, more up-tempo number. But check this woman out if you haven't heard about her already. Erica Falls, as Cyril Neville says, the Queen of New Orleans Soul. So, as I say, she's not young. She's been around for a little while. And what else? I just want to mention a local new release by Betty Ann Monga, formerly of Adija. Now, she's gone solo and has just put out her first solo album. And it's called Slow Burn. And there it is. There it is, Slow Burn with Betty Ann. And it's quite wonderful. You know, there's a lot of ukulele on there. She's got a lot of Polynesian rhythms happening with that, but there's still a lot of her soul and groove, and it's all original music, I'm pretty sure. She even does a Te Reo Māori song on there. I really like the opening track, Slow Burn. So go check her out. You know, support your local artists if you can. You know, no, hardly any artists, musicians in New Zealand have a lot of money. Maybe Lord, maybe Neil Finn. But, you know, outside that, I don't know. I mean, some of them do soundtracks and have royalties coming back. I suppose Dave Dobbin might. I don't know. But the majority of them are still struggling, you know, and do other things like other stuff. You can't make a full-time living gigging in this country. There's not enough people, not enough venues, not enough money. So you know, unless you go to Oz, and it's too expensive to tour and go overseas all the time. So, you know, support your local artists where you can. Buy the vinyl, go to the gigs. You know, and if you can't afford to that, well, you know, support their music. Go and listen to it online or whatever. Just do what you can do and what you can afford. But it's, you know, it's good to support local artists, because this country, it's a real struggle. I mean, it's a struggle for artists anywhere, but we just haven't got the numbers, and we're so remote to be able to do the touring. So please get out and support people like Betty Ann, and that was not a happening Betty Ann, and she's got her own band now, gigging around promoting this album. So yeah, I just want to make a mention too of local singer, the amazing, who's originally from Hawaii and the States, Deva Mahal. So I went and saw a show she did at Meow-Nui recently, which was incredible. It really was amazing. The band were on fire. It was a world-class gig. It really was. I knew it would be good. She always has the best musicians, but I didn't think it would be that good. I don't know how to explain that. Let's just say I've seen her live quite a few times over the years, and this is probably the best I've ever seen her. The band was incredible. She had Darren Mathiasen on drums, Johnny Lawrence on electric bass. She had James Illingworth on keyboards. She had Jules Blueman on guitar. And she did bring on guests, including her sister Zoe Moon, for some songs on vocals, and also the amazing Lisa Tomlins again on vocals. Also the aforementioned further back Louisa Williams, who's just gone overseas. She came on and played some saxophone and flute, and the amazing Kaito Wally came on and did some trombone. So it was a real fun night with high quality playing, and honestly, these musicians are world class. If they were overseas and had the exposure, Deva herself needs to be much more recognition. She's to me, she's as good as any of these. I don't know what sort of category you want to put her in: soul, R&B, jazz, neo soul singers in the world. She's world class. The whole band's world class. And so she's got a new EP out. Some people are calling it an album, but it's really an EP. I can't remember if it's got 4 or 5 songs on it. But go and check it out and go and support Deva. You know, she has to work day jobs and other things, sometimes other ways to make a living. So it's a struggle, despite how talented you might be in this country, you know. What else do I want to talk about now? I can't think of anything. There probably was a lot more that I was going to say, but I've kind of lost my thread a bit. I'll just talk about a couple of random new releases this month, and they aren't albums. They're singles, and I want to make a mention of a trumpet player from the States, Nicholas Payton, who's an amazing trumpet player, and he's recently done a track, the old Miles Davis track from, I think was it The Birth of the Call? Was it that album? What's the Birth of the Call? What is that? The album that's the biggest selling jazz album of all time? Is it that one? I should know this stuff. I'm having a mind blank. But it's a track called All Blues. You jazz people will know it. Other people that aren't even that familiar with jazz might. But he's done his version of it. Here it is here. And he's teamed up with the amazing new, I don't know how to describe them, Butcher Brown, who are mostly an American instrumental group who play a lot of contemporary jazz, sort of jazz rock, funky jazz rock, neo jazz rock. I don't know what you want to call it. Sometimes they have a bit of vocals or they add a tiny bit of hip hop rap in there. He's teamed up with them as the band to do this version of All Blues, and it's amazing. Check it out. I have to add, and I doubt whether Andy will be watching this, but a guy I follow and used to have, and I sometimes have a few messages back and forth to Andy Edwards, quite a well-known YouTuber now, nothing like Rick Beato or up in that league, but he's getting up there, and he's a drummer. His claim to fame was playing with Robert Plant years ago in one of his bands, or a couple of years he played with him. And he's been really working hard on his YouTube channel. He had a bit of a fallout with Nicholas Payton, and I don't know all the full story, but Nicholas Payton has blocked him evidently. So I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. I don't know all the ins and outs of that story. It was a bit of a shock. Andy was shocked, and so I think he's a bit down in the dumps of it. A recent video he put up. I don't know if it's on his normal YouTube channel. I think it's on another one he used to do, which I've forgotten what it's called, which was on sort of politics and other stuff, which I thought that he'd stopped that channel and was concentrating on the music one, but I think he's renamed it, and I can't remember what it's called. But I only partly watched a video tonight that he put up of him driving in his car on YouTube. Just Google Andy Edwards, and you'll probably, aside from his own YouTube music channel, you'll probably find that one if you look hard enough. I can't remember what the new name's called. But there it is, poor old Andy. So that's it. But this is a great version. And I don't know what's happened there, but let's not dwell on it. What else do I want to talk about? I haven't been out to a lot of gigs lately, aside from the Deva Mahal one. No, but I'm hoping to get out to one or maybe even two of these gigs that I mentioned tomorrow. Fingers crossed I make it there to at least one of them. And maybe I'll talk about it on a later video, maybe. We're coming up 30 minutes. Was there anything else? Let's just see. Any other interesting new releases? Just looking at this. Hang on. No, I can't think of anything at the moment. There was one I wanted to mention, maybe. Adrian Farode, for you bass players out there. Why I mention this too is that I run a Facebook page called Aotearoa Rhythm Sections. So it's primarily based around bass players and drummers. Anyone can join it. Lots of people have joined it that are either guitarists or keyboardists as well. But it focuses on them. And Adrian Farode, I do drummers and bass players from overseas as well. And Adrian Farode is an incredible sort of one of the new, I don't know, I suppose you'd put him in you could put him in jazz. He mainly seems to be playing the jazz vein or contemporary jazz, but sometimes he does vocals. He's got a new song out called 2006 with somebody called Bastien Picot, which is quite cool. That was another new release, a single release in April that I found quite interesting. And I know there's a lot of people. I've started to like Joe Bonamassa, and I'm sorry, all you Joe Bonamassa haters, but that's the way it is. I didn't used to like him. It took me a while to come round. He's done an album which is interesting, and I don't know if he has any Irish in him. He's done an album. It's a tribute to Rory Gallagher. It's called The Spirit of Rory. So it's all Rory Gallagher songs, and it's live. Well, this particular track that was released in April is live. I presume the whole album came out then. It's Rory Gallagher's famous Tattooed Lady, although I know it's a famous track, but it's one that I'm not so familiar with. Well, I don't really know Rory's version that well, but I was quite impressed by this version from Joe Bonamassa, and quite cool because it's a live version. I always love live versions. So there you have it. That's another new interesting release. And I might talk more about them. I might have a few surprises for you in store over the next week of something that I'm going to video. I don't know if it will be interesting. I won't even say what it is, but it won't be here. I'm going to go out and go somewhere that's got something to a place that has music, not live music, although it sometimes does. But I'm not going to say any more. I'll see how that goes. I don't know. Just an idea I had today, but I'll keep that as a surprise, and hopefully it'll be of interest to some of you. Well, I'm glad I did this. I'm just going to start being more regular. So sometimes I'll put stuff up and it'll be unorganized like this was last minute. And other times I'll try and be a little bit more structured, but you know, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. But I hope somebody finds it interesting there. And I guess I'll do another gig guide because the one I've just done, or I might elaborate on the one for tomorrow night a bit more tomorrow. I'm not sure. Otherwise, it's probably pointless doing the gig guide for Friday into Whanganui Atara, aka Wellington, till Friday morning. But I'll see. I might put something up tomorrow. I'll see how it goes in the morning. Anyway, it's good night from me. Ka kite, pō mari e. See you on the next video.